Well, that's a Secretary of State, I guess. Tony Blinken looked very pained, very agitated, worried about something. And then when he met with President Xi, well, what is going on here? Greg Hartley joins us, body language and behavior expert, former Army interrogator and author. His two books, How to Spot a Liar, Why Don't People Tell the Truth, and How You Can Catch Them, and also the most dangerous business book you'll ever read. Welcome back, sir. How are you?
Good. Thanks for bringing me back.
Now, what does that mean when you do like that?
Just leaning in. Yeah.
Very comfortable.
It means absolutely.
Very confident. I like it very much. And I'm sorry we didn't have the book covers there. We'll try to work on it. Listen, Tony Blinken with President Xi. Is this the strangest handshake in a long time? Take a look. What do you make of this?
Well, so let's first talk about most body language is about movement. We are looking for movement. We're trying to understand what's happening. So let's try to watch this and see what happens. As you see, he moves in. It looks like Xi pulls a little toward him, then turns loose. But if you watch, the most important thing is not the handshake itself. Look at his lower face. You see that kind of pull back of his mouth at the edges? That's disdain or contempt. Something is going on that's unpleasant for a person to have that right there, to have that in his face. And he looks...
Who has disdain and contempt? Who has disdain?
If Blinken, look at Blinken's face. There's disdain or contempt for the situation or a person in his lower face. You see all of that withdrawn to the side's mouth?
And you know what? But he's not looking at Xi, so maybe he's frustrated with himself. I mean, he just seems to maybe know he's in over his head.
It could be that. Look, when we show disdain, it can be for a situation, it can be for self. Usually contempt is for the other person. It's a little more full-blown. Usually a half-sided face is contempt, but that disdain, that withdrawal of the mouth is usually related to situation or where we're at individually. So this does not speak well to whatever they're talking about if he's looking like that. You would expect happy. That's certainly not happy.
Okay. Well, I mean, happy. We're adversaries, but it looks like he's being pushed around. Now he spoke shortly afterwards, and this seemed very, very odd to me. Take a look, please.
To our hosts that China's broad economic success is also in our interest. We have done a remarkable job rebounding from COVID and having a growing economy, very low unemployment.
I don't know. Did his dog just die? There's something very pained about him.
You're dead on. All that concern, all that knit brow is a thing we associate with pain. I mean, look, you're a military guy, I'm a military guy. We have flat, blank faces when we're standing in formation for a reason. They come by and look and say, why are you doing that? What are you doing this for? All of that concern showing in his brow is odd for him to be saying, hey, look, we're doing well. This is going on. That deep swallow looks like stress. There's a whole lot of stress in him. Look at that face. Look at that brow rise when he's asking you to believe something. I call that a request for approval. There's not a whole lot of confidence in this. Confidence is a downward intonation. We don't hear that here.
Where is Henry Kissinger or Al Haig? I mean, come on. He's
out of control.
I don't know if you noticed, he always everything's a question with Tony. Even when he's saying something, he wants to
up talk.
Right, up top. All right, so Joe Biden the other night. I don't know what you're going to make of this, Mr. Hartley, but here we go.
All right, God save the Queen, man.
All right, a lot there. Forget the oddball statement for a second. Putting up his dukes and the fake run and the, what do you think?
Well, you know, every time we do something, we create a neural path. It takes about 20,000 repetitions for something to become a neural path. And those things get to be really rooted in who we are. Politicians get really good at using their hands a certain way, at how they speak, at how they move. And as you age and things start to get weaker, the most pronounced of those will stick around. So all those cliches that are stuck in that guy's head are coming out. That's all it is.
Wow. All right. Hey, one other thing. Let's play it real quick. Donald Trump accused agencies of the federal government of waging psychological warfare here in the United States. Take a look.
Don't forget this persecution is being done by the same weaponized agencies that for 7 years have been running illegal psychological warfare campaigns against the American people, much as if they were trying to destabilize a foreign country.
I don't have much time, but would you believe that that they're running domestic psychological warfare campaigns? the federal government?
Well, I think it depends. It depends on how you classify that. Of course, some of the stuff we're getting is clearly aimed at us by our government to make us believe something. Now, he may know it's something we don't. That's all I'll leave it at.
All right, Greg Hartley, fascinating stuff as usual. We appreciate it. Google Greg Hartley. The books are all there. And, the website, gregoryhartley.com. gregoryhartley.com. Check it out. Thank you, sir, and we'll be back.
Thank you, sir.